Protect your DNA. BioPQQ can promote formation of new mitochondria. Infowarsstore.com.
At the end of week one, as promised, President Donald Trump is easing into the advancement of U.S. interests as a global model on foreign policy. Today, President Trump held a press conference with UK Prime Minister Theresa May.
There are many issues on which the United Kingdom and the United States stand alongside one another, many issues on which we agree. And I think, as I said yesterday in my speech, that we are at a moment now when we can build an even stronger special relationship, which will be in the interests not just of the UK and the United States, but actually in the interests of the wider world as well.
President Trump has been very aggressive on his stance regarding immigration. Prime Minister May echoes Trump's position.
A future that sees us take back control of the things that matter to us, things like our national borders and immigration policy and the way we decide and interpret our own laws, so that we are able to shape a better, more prosperous future for the working men and women of Britain.
In spite of this formation of excellent relations with the UK, our southern neighbor, Mexico, has been blindsided by President Trump's disgust with the cozy billion-dollar trade relations Mexico has enjoyed for the past 25 years. Market Watch reports after running a trade deficit with the U.S. from 1991 to 1994, Mexico moved to a surplus in 1995, and that's been the case ever since. As a result, U.S. imports from Mexico soared from $65 billion when the North American trade deal was passed to around $295 billion in 2016. However, the U.S. has been helped too, especially in border states such as Texas. Exports to Mexico have climbed from $68 billion in 1994 to an estimated $235 billion in 2016. As Trump pointed out, though, the U.S. is on track to run a trade deficit of close to $60 billion with Mexico in 2016, according to government data. That's about 12% of the nation's overall annual trade gap. In essence, this NAFTA transfer of wealth has benefited a small group of corrupt overlords, while the Bank of America launders cartel money and American industry is bled dry. After canceling a meeting with President Trump due to the outrage over Trump's insistence that the U.S. border be protected, Mexican President Peña Nieto reportedly had a phone conversation with President Trump following the cancellation.
I will say that we had a very good call. I have been very strong on Mexico. I have great respect for Mexico. But it was a very, very friendly call. I think you'll hear that from the president, and I think you'll hear that from the people of Mexico. And I look forward to, over the coming months, we'll be negotiating, and we'll see what happens. But I'm representing the people of the United States, and I'm going to represent them as somebody should represent them, not how they've been represented in the past, where we lose to every single country.
While populism and the excitement of righting all of the globalist wrongs done to the United States continue to push President Trump's approval ratings to 59% and beyond in the United States, Mexican President Peña Nieto's approval ratings are at a dismal 12% in Mexico. Nieto is regarded as yet another detached leader by the majority of Mexicans. And why not? A recent 20% increase in gas prices, a huge burden to the Mexican people who have broken their backs to earn higher wages and hopes of supporting an infrastructure that is desperately needed, a better power grid, better water treatment facilities, better plumbing, an end to the corruption and cartel violence that has terrorized Mexico for far too long, claiming the lives of at least 164,000 people between 2007 and 2014, a number that makes the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq look like a walk in the park. Where has all of the NAFTA surplus trade money gone? Apparently not into the pockets of the Mexican people. John Bound for Infowars.com.
In case you haven't heard, Infowars has become the most influential media outlet in America. We're making freedom go viral. And now we are proud to announce a new weapon in the epic battle against the globalists. Infowars Prime, where you can watch live high-definition feeds of The Alex Jones Show, plus exclusive insider videos from the Infowars crew and behind-the-scenes action. Go to Infowars.com/app and download today. Infowars Prime is available right now for your iPhone or Android. You will have access to exclusive videos that you can't see anywhere else. And that means live coverage of events and breaking news on location as it happens. You can also take advantage of amazing deals from the Infowars store that are only available for Infowars Prime subscribers. That's Infowars Prime at Infowars.com/app. If you can hear my voice, you are the resistance.